Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time. I'm sorry. I actually have many videos I've recorded since then, and every single one of them had a little issue of sorts, and yeah, so we're kind of starting brand new again, as always. So, if you've ever kept up with this channel, which maybe there's one or two people, possibly, so far, yeah, the second video I made was on making oatmeal. Welcome back. Good morning. Breakfast time. This is my breakfast probably most of the months throughout the year. And my oatmeal or porridge has changed a little bit. So today we're going to put that together and yeah, show you something for the fall that's a little bit autumn themed. I will be using, as I always use, my 1 degree gluten-free oats. I'll be using my flaxseed and a chia seed blend, which is great stuff. Usually it's either flaxseed, but I put them both together. I'll be using this, which I really love, the Frontier Co-op Turmeric Twist, which has got cinnamon and stuff in it as well. I'll be using dates, which I still love. I kind of love the subtle flavor of these compared to raisins, but I've done raisins in the past. And, of course, apple. So, let's get to it. Of course, we're starting off with rolled oats. I'm using 1 degree, and they're gluten-free, and I guess they're sprouted as well. But I just love these because it makes them really chewy, and I'm always using this. I buy this every single week. I love this stuff. Another steadfast ingredient are dates, medjool dates. These ones are pitted, but whether they're pitted or not, they're great, they're plump, they're delicious, and they're not overly sweet to give that little caramel flavor. I'm doing a fat blend of flax and chia seeds. I use flax most of the time, but I found this. I'm going to try this out. It's pretty great so far, and yeah, I'll be using a tablespoon of that. I will also be using the Frontier Co-op's Turmeric Twist. It's got turmeric in it, which is going to make everything a little bit of orange-yellow, and it's got cinnamons, different types of cinnamons in it, and yeah, it is great. Of course, I love turmeric because of the anti-inflammatory properties, but I also kind of like the taste of this, what it adds to everything. And, can't forget, apples. Apple picking was fun. I love finding the different apple orchards in the state, and this gives a little tartness to the oats that's a little bit different, and around this time of year, actually I might be doing this all winter long. So, yeah. So, let's get cracking. All right, 1/2 cup of oats. Or a little bit more, that's all right. I'm just going to do a little dash of this. I can add it any time, but I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, love that. I'm going to be using 2 dates, and these have no pits in them, so it's going to be easy, but I cut them up in these little tiny pieces. Go. Next, add my flaxseed. I'm going to use a tablespoon. It's funny because it says the serving size is 2 tablespoons, so of course you can do that, but I always need that in case you didn't know, and I'm not really looking at fat content and everything, but oatmeal actually has a little bit of fat in it, so interesting enough. So with this and that, probably 6 grams of fat. Last thing, make sure you wash your apples and one of these little devices. So this is just going to let me core it, make a pretty little flower, pop it out, and take off these little petals and cut them into little pieces so that they cook better. Throw them in. Some people eat the core and the seeds, and I'm not one of those people. Sorry. So I'll try to turn into that person eventually. And I just need 2 of these because you need half a cup of oats, needs 1 cup of water. There will be some water from the apples, but the way I cook it, it is going to cook down, and hopefully the chia seeds in here will help it gel a little bit, as well as the flax seeds. All right, cover and head to the oven. All right, cooking on the stove. I'm literally putting on high, and once it starts bubbling a little bit, stirring it, put it on low, simmer, and literally the second it catches on the bottom a little bit, then I know it's kind of gelled up, and throw it in the bowl, and I'm gonna wait. And if I wanted to wait a little bit longer, I generally have one of these silicone covers I put it on, and there you go. Kind of find the longer it sits, the more all the flavors come together. But yeah, it's not really about all the flavors, it's really about putting all these nice ingredients together so that you have a good breakfast. And I can't forget, I like to have a little bit of green tea in the morning, decaf green tea. So I got one of these cool devices. You've seen these before? Just put enough water in for your tea, and yeah, it takes hardly any time for this to heat up. Now if you use instant oats, of course you can just use this, throw those ingredients together, put the water in, cover it, there you go. I like these, they're a little bit chewier, and hey, it's okay that they cook together, right? A little bit of mixing stuff makes it taste better. Alright, so here we go. Working good. Usually keep this on because it heats up a lot faster with the cover on. Get that bubbling going. There you go. So now I put it down to low. Take cover off and just start stirring it. Making sure to break up all the apples. Yep, the flaxseed and the chia seeds are making this gel together pretty well. It doesn't take long to cook this. It takes a while to let it cool down so you don't burn yourself. How many times have I done that? Alright. That literally is it. Done. I'll let it sit in here if I wanted to for a little bit longer to wait for this, which is taking no time whatsoever. By the way, this is clean, right? Just got a little water vapor on it. So, dish is done, right? And pour it out. There you go. Perfect. Looks like a lot because the apple actually makes it so much more to fit the bowl, but yeah, I think it's the same amount I've always used. I've never used less than 1/2 cup, so perfect. And that's ready, and breakfast is ready. So I'm back. I'm hoping these videos can be a thing that I can do weekly at least. So I will see you again on the Tuned Vegan. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to try this stuff out. It's delicious recipes. And I will see you soon.